Hi, my name is Ricky. I am 33 years old and live in Southern California. When I was 23 years old, 10 years ago, I came down with C. diff. I took eye drops for an eye infection. Because I took those eye drops and I'd been exposed to C. diff, I ended up showing severe symptoms. And the C. diff was so bad, it ruined my life. I couldn't leave the house. I had to drop out of school. I was on antibiotics constantly for C. diff, but they didn't do anything for me. As a result, I ended up researching an FMT to go ahead and administer to myself at home on my bathroom floor. And it eventually cured me of C. diff after battling it for almost 2 years. When I was dealing with C. diff, I met with a lot of doctors. It was probably maybe about my 6th or 7th month in that I actually had a doctor ask how I was doing. And I said, well, I'm having some stomach pain, but she corrected me and said, no, how are you doing? And I think she used the word spiritually. How are you doing spiritually? And I broke down, I cried. And the Peggy Lillis Foundation has introduced me to many healthcare professionals, many doctors who have that empathy. And I think that's huge, because if I would have had more healthcare professionals like the ones that work with the Peggy Lillis Foundation, I feel like although my experience with C. diff still would have been bad, it would have been a little bit more manageable. And spiritually, I would have had a little bit more support from the healthcare professionals that I trusted to make me better. And I know that they tried, but I feel like there just was a lack of empathy in that sense. It's a huge milestone that I'm now able to go out and be an advocate and not be ashamed of a disease that took a couple years of my life from me, a disease that actually killed family members of mine. It's the empathy that the Peggy Lillis Foundation has brought to me regarding C. diff that I'm able to go out and advocate for others who may not have a voice.